Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? This show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is What the Fuck Are We Talking About? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Ra.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
Check.
Check. Republic.
I think we're good now.
We're going to be saying a lot of that tomorrow.
Czech Republic?
Yeah, because we're playing poker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we're back once again,
There we go.
guys.
Back once again. What the hell's the lyric? Back again is the incredible.
I don't know.
I think it's Public Enemy.
I had a really nice open before when we didn't have the sound. I was all like mellow and like I was saying our names like with like a little bit of I was like kind of being sensual a little bit and
NPR voice.
you guys fucking missed it. But anyway, we're back once again, episode 125. Aaron, I just used my real name. Petty, that's also his real name.
Also my real
Yep.
name.
And we're back again. And
Real name, no gimmicks.
Yeah.
Obi Trice. You know?
But yeah, we're back at it. Got your beard nice and long like you like it.
I did.
Yep.
I used Soul Glow.
So glow.
Did you watch the new one?
Nope.
It's not good. It's
I
really not.
heard it's not really good. There's a couple things. I think it's too many years too late.
A lot of years too late.
I think also if you're not going to stick with like an R-rated theme, don't do it because that was one of the parts about Eddie Murphy's movies in the 80s that was great is they were all overtly vulgar. And this is a PG-13 movie, so there's no...
I didn't think that was a bad aspect to it.
Yeah, it needs that. in
It's
my
just
opinion.
like how did I say it before? There's cool aspects to it, like
I'm
bringing
sure.
everybody back.
I'm sure,
is
yeah,
cool.
of course.
Like-
Just the fact that it was made is cool. But
I seen somebody say they couldn't get past the first 15 minutes, but to me, the first 15 minutes was probably the best, and then the rest was terrible.
Yeah, I've yet to watch it, and that's why because of the mixed reaction. But I mean, you can't take people.
It got really bad as it
I know.
kept going.
That's what I hear. I heard it just progressively got worse.
It's like what I said.
I
It
don't know.
was what made Eddie Murphy movies funny before when he was in his prime is that the characters he created were a character, and then everybody around him operated within normal confines. You
Yeah.
know, they would be within the real world, and Eddie Murphy would be his character.
yeah,
And that's what made it funny because they would react to a character
yeah,
as somebody would in the real world. They'd be like, what the fuck is this? Now, when he makes movies, it's everyone's the character. So there's no reactions that would resemble like a real world reaction to it.
yeah.
It's just like everybody trying to get lines off, which makes it not funny to me.
Yeah. It just seems they should have done it years and years ago. It's forced. is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Well, I'm still gonna
It
watch
wasn't.
it. And
It
have to
wasn't
give it the
too
critique.
like.
I still gotta
It wasn't
watch
too forced. Like that's not really my problem. It was just like, I don't know. It was just not good. Like
fair enough.
I feel,
Fair enough.
I feel like people forgot how to make movies. Like as soon as we watched that movie, we put on 48 Hours after.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a movie.
Yeah.
They made a movie,
Yeah.
and it's also funny.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it good.
Yeah. There are still good movies, but the movies that they're remaking that are
They're just piggybacking off a brand.
20 years, 30 years in between when the movie was made, it's just too far.
Yeah.
It's just too much time in between, and it loses its luster and it loses its appeal once you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
when
and
you do-
they're always trying to push something in today's fucking movies, some sort of fucking agenda every time. So it's really overt in this one. Like they push some feminist shit in there, and it's like, oh, you need a woman to rule the fucking Zamunda. It's like, come.
well, that's kind of what Bill and Ted was about,
Yeah,
sort of.
Of course.
Yeah, it was their daughters.
Yeah.
That and yeah. I mean, I personally thought that the Bill and Ted remake was good. I actually
didn't see
liked
that
it.
one
I
at
thought
all.
it was good. People kind of shit on it too, but I think it delivered as best as it could. I really do. Like I think they did a really good job, and they made sense of the story. Like they made sense of it. I thought they did a good job with it.
In the
It
Coming to America one, he has a son that's in America.
Yeah.
Do you want me to ruin it for you?
No,
You don't
because
care?
I watch it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, then the son is like not fit, you know?
Right.
So he's like fine with not being the king, and he let the daughters be the rulers then.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was too forced.
Yeah.
As soon as the plot kicked in then, and you seen it, or at least when I seen it, that's when I laughed the hardest. Because I was like, ha! That's what this is about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need a story, and I guess they're leaning heavy on the feminism.
Well, they've been for like 6 years. But it was just ridiculous. And they broke out in like musical in the one part. And it was like, what are you doing? And yeah, I know.
It's a shame.
I know. It was bad. It was
It
bad.
doesn't sound good.
No, it wasn't.
It's a shame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's no other movies out there that they've talked about like redoing. Like they're gonna do another Ghostbusters too. Like they did the one with the girls.
Well,
and now
the
they're doing
next one will
with
probably
kids.
be a better one than the
now-
one with the women.
Again, I didn't think that one was terrible either. I didn't think that one was bad either.
It was probably, I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't terrible.
I bet it was terrible.
Again, it's a tough movie to do years later. What I liked about it is they did it with an all new cast. It was all girls, but they were all scientists in their own right. So like the story actually made sense. And then like Bill Murray had like a cameo in it, and Dan Aykroyd had a cameo in it, and some of the original characters were in it, but
What's
they
up,
didn't
buddy?
they didn't play their characters from that movie. So I kind of like that. But that was okay. But yeah, it's hard to do a movie like that. It really is.
No, there's like so many
I've been
stories.
watching a lot of old shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the old
Amazon
shit's way
added
better.
a bunch of good stuff.
And there's so many stories to tell that never get told, and they just keep doing the same shit. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
It's hard to watch a movie too. Like the way that people consume information and entertainment
Yeah.
has changed. Like we used to like put a movie on and just watch
Right.
and talk to each other while the movie was on.
Yeah.
Now we'll pull our fucking phone out and we get distracted.
You
We'll
need a
miss couple
phone,
parts.
a laptop, and a TV
Yeah,
all
for-
on.
all in this, all going
You
on.
need three
Maybe an
screens.
earbud in one ear.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that we take in information and the way we entertain ourselves has just changed so much that even the way we watch a movie sometimes.
What's a good movie that we just watched? The new Denzel movie that they put out was pretty good.
Was it?
What was it?
Yeah.
All the good things or
Yeah,
bad
something like
things?
that, yeah.
What was it? The Little Things or something like
see it.
that. That was really good. Watch that.
We
if you
watched.
get a chance.
I watched the original.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you. That movie was actually good.
I like watching horror movies. It's just what I like to watch. So I watch a lot of old shit. So I watched like the original Suspiria, which they say was like one of the scariest movies ever made. It was fucked up. It was a really crazy ass movie. It was good though. I watched The Dead Don't Die. That's a newer movie with Bill Murray. He does a fucking zombie movie, and it's kind of like funny, but they kind of forgot to be like funny more. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you call something a comedy,
Right.
it needs to like be
Funny.
funny like all the time. Like you shouldn't be able to count the couple times that it was funny.
Right.
You know, and it's tough to do that with
There's
a
ones,
zombie
yeah,
movie.
there's ones
but
like
when you
that.
have Bill Murray in it and shit, I just expected it to be
Because they have
funnier.
Shaun of the Dead. That's funny as shit.
That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do a great job of
What's the
mixing
other
in
one
with
with Woody Harrelson?
Zombieland.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
good too.
that was good.
That was funny.
But they just kind of forgot to be
An
funny.
old scary
but,
movie that I'd seen
you know.
that was good that I'd never seen. We went to the drive-in to see The Thing.
The original one with Kurt
Yeah.
Russell.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
Yo, that
dude.
was good.
Really good movie.
I know.
The graphics, like, and the way that they shot movies back then, like, that's the reason why Tarantino a lot of times will still shoot movies on old school reels.
Oh, yeah.
And use, 80 millimeter camera and stuff like that, like just to be able to capture that feel, and that's why I like watching the old shit. Now that you watch it in high def, it actually adds to it a little bit. You can really,
Yo, the film
yeah.
looks great. Like you could watch old TV shows too and old movies
Yeah.
on big screens,
Yeah.
and you're like, God damn, this looks really good.
yeah.
But it's just that back in the day, you just watched it on a shitty TV.
Yep.
And that's why it looked bad.
Yeah.
But the quality of the picture is still amazing.
Yeah. Now some of the graphics might suck.
Well, yeah, special effects and stuff.
The CGI from like early 90s to late 90s, if you watch it on a high def TV, it looks shitty.
Yeah.
But the picture's so good that
Yeah.
you forget
The way they
about it
shot
later.
shit, like they were
Yeah.
making like their shot selection and shit like that. They
Yeah.
paid way more attention to the cinematography, and now they just rely on high definition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They just take a shot and they're like, "Oh, it looks so good."
Yep.
And you're like, "Okay, but the shot's not good though."
Yeah. They're taking quality. The quality just it blocks the sense of a shot.
Yeah.
Dude, and I don't even do shit like that, but I can see it, and a lot of them because I want like movies are my thing, and I just see that more as movies progress. Even the good movies,
Yeah.
still sometimes are like, God,
Sometimes the
fuck.
good movies, they use multiple different cameras,
Yeah.
and you can tell, and
Yeah.
you're like, "What was that?"
Yeah.
But if you're paying attention, you're like, "Huh?"
Yeah,
And it looks weird, and I catch shit like that, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing,
Yeah.
yo?" Like, you're supposed to have somebody who watches that type of shit.
yeah. Well, there's fucking editing, and then putting the actual movie together and producing it. People are gonna be like, by the way, doesn't that look fucking stupid?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, well.
they don't care
But-
no more. I don't
But
think.
yeah, so Amazon, they added a bunch of old shit. So now we'll go on, like I'll go on there with the kids and I'm like, oh, what's that movie? And I'm like, oh man, we watched this when I was, you want to watch this shit? And we watched Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I haven't
You ever
seen
seen
that.
You ever seen that with Christina
No.
Applegate? Great
was-
movie. It's a 90s movie, bro. Awesome.
What was the other old movie we watched that was good? It was with Kevin Bacon. What's the scary movie with Kevin Bacon? It was where
He was in the original Friday the 13th.
no, it wasn't that.
Stir of Echoes was another one that he was in.
Was it Stir of Echoes? Is that with the like he was psychic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like his wife was like I don't
And then
know,
like the
she
neighbor got murdered.
Yeah.
We watched that. I never seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was like, yo,
Yeah.
this is a good movie.
He's a good fucking actor, dude.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
in this
you
movie
can't
called
sleep on
Death
Kevin
Sentence.
Bacon.
I don't know if you ever seen that.
No.
It's where like this like gang in like this city, they kill his kid. Like it's part of like an initiation. Like they see the kid and they like slice his throat, and like his dad sees it, and his dad like hunts this gang down, and pretty fucking good. Like the end's nuts. Like the two guys are sitting next to each other. They're all shot up from shooting each other and at each other. And he's like, so, I was gonna go, right? He's like, yeah. I think you're about to kill me. It's crazy, bro.
Kevin
Really.
Bacon. Kevin Bacon's usually good. Like
He's-
there's a Kevin Bacon movie you should probably watch.
Even when he does comedy, he's pretty fucking good.
You know what else is a good one that I think of now? that I didn't see before. Like, there's a lot of movies that I just never watched.
Yeah.
Get the Gringo, Mel Gibson.
Never seen it.
No?
No.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Yo, that was good too.
Yeah.
That's another guy who was like, you see one of his movies, watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
if
you
he's
know-
in the movie, watch it.
Ever since he said the whole Jew thing when he got pulled over
That
drinking the Grey
should make you
Goose.
want to watch it even more.
No, I haven't seen it.
What
Yeah, I
did
don't
he
know.
say
There's
about
so
the
much
Jews?
shit.
Probably something true.
You don't remember that? That was a
I
whole
know it's
big
something,
thing.
but I didn't really listen
He,
to it. He called
I
somebody a
forget,
Jew fuck or
like
something.
that. Yeah, something like that.
All right, he makes me my
He
favorite
got
director.
pulled over by the cop, and he was drinking. He had a bottle of fucking Grey Goose.
I
in
mean,
between his
sometimes you
legs,
drink and
know?
you rant about the Jews. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Especially when you drink Polish vodka.
Right. I'm saying, cut him a fucking
not his fault.
cut him some slack, bro. He's in
Aus-
Hollywood.
He's Australian. You don't know better.
He's dealing with them all the time.
Wow.
He's got to deal with it. But all of his movies are amazing.
Wow.
We rewatched Mad Max.
Yeah, it's a good. The original one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, great movie, dude.
Come on, Mel
Braveheart?
Gibson, bro.
Braveheart.
All the Mel Gibson movies are good. Oh, speaking of Mel Gibson too, now I'm thinking about all these Mel Gibson movies. There's another movie of Mel Gibson on, I think it's on Netflix. It's about the two dictionaries when they were writing the first, like Oxford and what's the other one?
Webster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Oxford and Webster, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the dudes who wrote it had like a battle, and like one dude was like a prisoner, like a crazy dude, like a
What?
crazy person,
Wow.
but just like obsessed with words.
Yeah.
So like they had some sort of like competition, and they like met up in jail and like helped each other out with things. It was fucked up, but it was a good ass movie. You should watch that one too,
Yeah.
because I like that type of shit.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Mel Gibson was in this movie called Forever Young. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's from like the 90s. He got cryogenically frozen in like the 30s or 40s or something like that, and got woke up in the 90s. And it's a pretty good movie, man. But like as the movie progresses, like he just catches up with time. Like he's not like he starts off the movie at the age he was, but like he gets old mad fast. So like I don't know. It's
I
really
think I
cool.
might have seen that.
Yeah,
one.
it
It
was
sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent movie, but he did a lot of good shit back in the day. And Lethal Weapons, fucking all of them,
Right?
all fucking good. I remember seeing the third one and fourth one. I think in the
He doesn't
in the
have a
drive-in.
bad one. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Apocalypto. He's not in it, but he
No, he
directed,
directed it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it was good.
He's one of them guys you can't go wrong with. Yeah. So the pandemic's over. You heard? Or it's ending.
I seen your thing on it.
Did you get the notification?
No.
I got the notification. I was like, oh.
Are you sure it's not from one of your fucking groups that you're a part of or something?
No, I got it.
Oh, wow.
It's confirmed.
Oh,
I'll
well,
show
that's
it to
cool.
you.
I'm
It
glad that
says
Apple made that bold prediction.
It's ending. Yeah.
Good for them.
It's funny how they can predict things like that,
Yeah.
right?
That's so cool.
You know, all of a sudden, it's ending.
This is why we will not get pets. The dog hair, bro. How do
Yeah.
you do it? How do you do it?
I mean, you're just being linty then. It's all right.
Yes.
We're not 16 anymore, so nobody cares you
I
got dog hair
know.
on you.
April's allergic to something. I don't know if it's cats or dogs, but anytime we go to like anybody's house within 30 minutes, she's like, oh, go outside, I can't breathe.
Well, you get used to it.
You know?
Like, I used to be allergic to cats and dogs.
Yeah. I'm not allergic. I just.
Now I just like, I take him and I just go,
You know what'll happen? I keep
I
saying
just
this
breathe it
'cause
all in.
my kids just constantly fucking hound me about it, and
Hound you about
no
it.
pun intended. and April, and we're not budging. But what'll probably happen is when they're all gone, we'll get a fucking dog, because they'll be like empty nest. You know what I'm saying? We'll be like, all right, well, we took care of motherfuckers for like ever.
Yeah.
There's nobody here. We got to take care of something. So let's get a dog. And so that's probably what'll end up happening.
You
Or
can get a lazy one.
Or I'll get a car instead.
Or get a car.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you have a car already.
I'll get another one.
You're going to be one of them guys?
Yeah.
Just like, you got to go work on your car.
No. Fuck no. I'll pay someone.
You
to
need
work
to
on
get
my
a
car.
hot rod.
I'll just get a second car. No. Just another car. Or another vehicle. I kind of want to get a motor scooter. I've been wanting to get one for mad long, and I'm finally
The fuck is that?
coming around to get one. A motor scooter. It's like you can either stand on them and
Like
ride
a
'em.
moped?
No.
Oh,
like a battery-powered scooter.
I thought it was a type of car.
They're
you were talking
fucking
about.
awesome. Riga had one when we were in high school. And he used to plug it into my garage, and he would ride that motherfucker from my house to his house, from the west end of Allentown to the south side of Allentown. And I always thought it was the dopest thing ever. And now they make like adult-sized ones, and
You can get an
they're
electric
fucking cool.
bike
Yeah, those are cool too. But
for like $1,200.
I bought a mountain bike for Aubrey. It's like a nice one, and so like that's kind of like the family bike right now. And we have another bike in the garage that April uses. So like if I ever do bike, like that's what we'll use. But I just want something I can ride up and down the neighborhood. And like if I need to go to the store or something real quick, I can just go.
Yeah.
And just hop on my little fucking scooter and
Just get a moped. Just get a little moped.
The best part will be when someone's like, "Yo, were you riding a little fucking scooter down?" Yeah.
Down 22.
Uh huh. Yeah, not like some fucking Dumb and Dumber shit, like a little one. Like they go like fucking 15 miles an hour, man.
You should just
Fucking
deck your truck out in a dog.
I could.
Make it a
That could be
dog.
my second vehicle. I
Yeah.
didn't specify what I wanted.
What do they call it in Dumb and Dumber?
It was like it was called Mutton Cut, but I don't know. I think the Shag Wagon or something,
Shag-wagon.
I forget what he
I
called
forget
it.
too.
The Shag Bag or something. I don't know. Fucking great.
That was another remake that wasn't too good.
No, again, way too late.
Yeah. But that one wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know. They didn't try to do too much with it. It was just like, here you guys go. You see us
you guys
on.
been asking for it for
You
forever.
guys see us on the screen
Yeah.
together again.
Yeah, again, 10 years too late. So we'll see. That's someone who kind of fell off too for a while was Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey made nothing
yeah.
but fucking bangers, and then he did that number 21, I think it was.
That was a good movie. 23.
Yeah,
Number 23.
I thought it was terrible.
I like that movie.
Oh, it was terrible. Watch it again, and you might be like, Aaron,
Probably.
you're right. Yeah, it's bad. Really bad, because I thought when I was younger and I watched it, I was like, man, this really sucked. and then I rewatched it and I was like, okay, I've confirmed it. It sucks. It's
I
unfortunate.
kind of liked it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You know, it was another movie like that I liked. The Butterfly Effect.
I thought that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I like Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
It's just
I
weird.
like that movie.
It's just weird seeing Ashton Kutcher play that role, because you only ever saw him as Kelso up until that point.
Yeah. He did good. He was.
But I thought he was good.
He's not a bad actor.
He's not a bad. He gets a bum rap, I think. I think he's pretty funny. You can't. Nobody's ever watched that '70s show and been like, oh, he wasn't the funniest motherfucker
Yeah.
on that show. 'Cause
He did
was.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job at that
Yeah.
too. But yeah, I thought the Butterfly Effect was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
That was my shit. I liked
Yeah.
that movie when I was growing up.
Yep. What was that chick in it, yo? She was in a bunch of shit for a while and
I
then
don't
just
remember.
never seen again. She was pretty good too. Obviously not that good.
I don't remember.
Yeah. See, I work too much. I do. Because I had all this great stuff I wanted to talk about. I woke up this
You forgot
morning.
about it all.
Yes. I had all this great stuff. Like, yo, I'm going to bring
You
this shit
gotta
up.
write it down.
I do. I got to bring this shit up. And I was like,
I do the same thing. Like I think
Yeah.
about my brain works the best in the morning. I'm clear headed.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, this is all the stuff I'm gonna do, or I need to do this,
Yeah.
or I need this. or
I'm
something
driving to
like that.
work. I'm like, I'm sipping my coffee, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm gonna say that, and that's gonna start a whole fucking thing. And then I get out of work, and I get in my car, and I'm just like, oh, I don't remember anything that just happened at all today.
No.
My memory is waking up, washing my face and going to the bathroom and shit, and then going to fucking work.
I do the same thing. It's like,
But now I closed Friday night, so like I didn't get out of work till almost 11:30, and then I was back at work at 8 in the morning. So like that whole Friday and Saturday just turned into one fucking long ass day. So everything I thought about and everything I did over that 48-hour stretch is just,
after 5 p.m., my brain's useless. I'm on autopilot after that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's shut down unless like something sparks me up
Yeah.
to where I'm in a zone or something, which doesn't usually happen. But I'm fucking useless after that. It's just all downhill. I'm ready to go-
Espresso in that bitch.
Ready to go to bed. I'm old.
I love bed. Bed's great. Bed, and I'm up early. I'm up early every day, even if I'm working till midnight or whatever. I'm up at fucking 6, 7 in the next morning every fucking day or earlier. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But I'm just not someone that sleeps a lot. I was on this weird schedule where I was sleeping like 4, maybe 5 hours a day. And then like once every 2 or 3 weeks, I would just sleep like 14 hours,
Yeah.
like half a day, and just wake up like a bear out of like a cave.
Like 5 to 6 hours, I think is really good. Like whenever
A full 8 would be wonderful, but it's hard.
It makes me more tired. I wake up more tired than
Yeah.
if I sleep a good 6.
I'm like that if I take a nap. I can't take a nap. Naps are not a thing. I wish I could do that.
I napped today.
I can't. If I take a nap, I wake up like shitty.
Sometimes I do, too.
You know what I mean? I wake up all fucking ornery and like I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want people to fuck with me, and I'm just being a dick for no reason because I'm tired. Naps suck. They're a cock tease.
You
They
have to
really
find-
fucking
you
are.
have
They're
to-
a lap dance. Naps are the lap dance of sleeping.
Yeah, but
they
you have-
are.
you have to
because
find your
it's-
time
it's,
period.
All right, let's get you all hyped up. Don't touch nothing. Don't do nothing. Yeah, it's same thing with sleep. A nap. You fucking sleep for an hour or two, and you can sleep for
No, that's too long.
6 fucking times that.
Yeah, no, that's too long.
What do you do, like a 30-minute nap, a little cat
Yeah,
nap?
You have to cut it. Yeah.
30 minutes. That would suck. Don't you feel like kind of in a fog a little bit coming out of a sleep like that?
Sometimes that's if you sleep too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Sleep is a weird fucking deal, bro.
I know. Like you have to do it or else you die.
Yeah. And even if you don't want to do it,
You gotta.
you're gonna do it.
You're gonna. Or else you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You just die of no sleep.
Yeah.
You go crazy
you will
if you don't
go.
sleep.
You will go insane if you don't sleep. It's wild.
Yeah. Your brain just turns off.
Wild. I know. I had wisdom teeth coming in, and one of them was abscessed, and it was hurting so bad that I couldn't sleep. And like there was a 3, 4, like 5-day stretch where I was like I wasn't even really sleeping at all. And by the end of it, I felt like I was hallucinating. Like everything had like a trail to it, and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I got to get this taken care of.
I had that for like 10 years. Never hurt.
Yeah, well, that shit sucked. Yeah. No, that shit sucked. Nope. I had to take care of it because I
my
was going to
shits were
Jamaica
fucked.
too. Like I was about to go on my honeymoon. I didn't want to go overseas with in another country and
What's
and,
up?
you
What's
know
up, my
just
boy?
nah, man. So
What's up, my boy? Come up.
take the motherfuckers out and call it a day. Why is our fucking body designed like that? Wisdom teeth either grow in great and fully form your jaw for you, or I think it's like 70% of people have to get their fucking wisdom teeth taken out.
Mine grew in crooked.
Mine too. Sideways.
Yeah.
And they cracked one, like either it was 2 teeth, I think. One
Mine
on the top
too.
and one on the bottom.
Mine too. Mine cracked in.
Stop.
Mine cracked in. Well, yeah, 10th or 11th grade.
Yeah, that
And I
sucks.
didn't get any of them pulled until 3 years ago.
Yeah, that sucks. That's terrible. Yeah, teeth are fucking crazy, but once them wisdom teeth
Why can't
grow
we
out,
just
I've
keep
been Gucci
growing
since.
them
I know.
more?
I know, like once, like if you have to get a tooth pulled, why can't another one just come right in? It doesn't make any sense.
No. It's probably going
We
to
grow
happen.
fucking nails all the time.
Right.
Why can't we grow teeth and skin? We can't grow teeth, hair. Come on,
Yeah.
get with it.
Yeah. Come
Figure
on,
it out.
body.
Yeah, get with it,
Get
body.
with the times.
Keep evolving.
That's
Get
probably
rid of
what's
these
going to
wisdom
happen.
teeth.
That's what's going to happen with everybody who got vaccinated. They're
I-
going to be
I
able to.
agree with
They're going to be able to grow new teeth and stuff.
Yeah, right. They're all gonna be superhuman.
Yeah, because they got something. They're not this first round. They're probably all going to die
Yeah.
because they're the experiments. But the next coming ones that they're going to try to give people, they're probably going to be like, oh, take this vaccine because if you like break a leg, we could just chop it off and you'll grow a new one.
I have never gotten a vaccine as an adult, so like I'm on.
Me either.
I'm
No.
on the fence on it, like big time.
I'd say no.
Yeah, I can answer for you,
Right.
And I'm at no right now, and I'm one, and I'm not like you. I believe in most of this shit, and I think it sucks. Like, but I'm not getting a vaccine. I'm not. Just because I've never gotten a vaccine as an adult. I've gotten flu bad before, but it's never killed me or nothing. Not even close. So I'll take my chance when it comes to something flu related. If we were talking about like measles or like tuberculosis, like if that like was reintroduced in the population and became widespread again, yeah, shoot that motherfucker in my arm. I don't want that shit. That shit'll fucking kill you, and you can pass that along in a really fucked up way. But a flu type disease, I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
I will. I really will.
Don't do it. You don't need to alter your DNA for that.
No.
Fuck
just
that stuff.
It's not even that. It's the you're introducing it
Harry,
into
what
your
are you
body.
eating, yo?
You know, and you're introducing it into your body. What do you eat? Oh, you just smell the carpet. The
It's probably licking it.
my aunt got her vaccine about a month after she had COVID, and she was like, I got sick with the symptoms again.
Yeah.
Because they put it back in your body, you know?
I mean,
So
well, it's
she-
not in there, but it's something that.
But she
all
felt
it's just adjuvants.
she felt all of the symptoms she had from when she had COVID for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Because all the what they do with this shit is like, it's not in. This is not a vaccine the way that
A traditional vaccine works. Yeah.
Like the virus is not in there because they can't extract it.
Mm-hmm.
But they just have, they call it the mRNA, and it's just like a packet of information that's supposed to alter your DNA to try to stop it. That's what they say.
Right.
But the rest of the shit that's in it is adjuvants, which is in other shit.
Yeah.
It's just metals and everything. And that's what shocks your body into fighting so that you get sick. It's to jumpstart your shit so it makes you sick so that it fights the thing off.
Because like
And
someone,
that's what's really bad for you.
yeah. Well, like this chick at my job, she got hers today, this morning, and came to work, and she's like, I feel fine. My fucking arm doesn't even hurt or anything. Like everybody reacts different. It's weird how certain people react to it.
Yeah, it's the same
know?
thing as just being out in the world. Like
True.
when everybody's
You were just talking about how you fucking feel a little foggy, and I'm like, dude, my fucking nose was running nonstop like an hour ago, just because I was inside all day, and I go outside for a little bit, and
Yeah.
I think like you said, maybe it's my allergies. Everybody reacts different. Was my point.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah.
just like being out. Like it's like when everybody's going crazy over this shit for the past fucking year.
Yeah.
And you hear all the numbers and statistics, and they're like, rah, rah, rah. They can't quantify transmission because you don't know each individual's person's immune response to something that gets introduced
Absolutely
out in the
right.
world if you encounter it.
Yeah.
So
Look at my son and his friends. Like, how did all of them get it? But then like they all go to their houses. None of us had
Yeah.
anything. Like you said, we have you can. That's why the mask thing was out. I was like, all right, the likely case scenario is that if it's being spread, it's through the like through spit, because everybody does it when they talk, and it's tiny, and that makes sense. But like you said, everybody reacts differently. I could be getting it
There's
from
no
a
way-
fucking doorknob or
there's
you
no
know.
way to predict it. That's
Yeah.
that's the X factor
Yeah.
that can't be accounted for
You're right.
in like a prediction of disease spread or anything like that, because you can't quantify everybody's immune response to something.
a
This is
virus
ridiculous.
a virus type disease, because like that's the worst kind. I mean, like when you're talking about like lung cancer, like, okay, well, don't fucking inhale smoke.
right.
That's a way
But-
to stop a
Yeah.
disease. But
this
like
is what
you
I said. This is what I said a year ago when they were trying to predict everything. Like, oh, every single person's gonna get it, and then it's gonna be this amount of people who die. And I'm like, you can't even predict that, because you don't know if I encounter it and I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
How many people does that happen to?
Yeah.
If you can't test for that, you can't know any outcome
Yep.
of the whole thing. So it was just a whole bullshit fear campaign, and now their emergency powers are running out, the clock's running out, so they're like, it's ending.
Well, I mean, some states are saying it's ending, and like it is like the numbers are showing it is slowing down. There are still other countries that are fucked up. Like we think like other countries are wide open. Like Germany's still shut down. Like
Boy,
they
yeah,
keep
they're
extending
like-
theirs.
I know, and there's massive protests
I get
against it
I know.
too. And
But they keep extending their shit. Other countries keep extending
because they keep
them,
having
you know?
protests. Like, there's
Yeah.
no protesting here, really, on any mass scale.
Well, because like it's not as fucked up. Like even when we were shut down, like I was able to go everywhere that was open. I went everywhere. All I needed to do was have a mask on. That's it. And then everything started to open back up, and then it shut down again. But like, I mean, Germany, like they're saying that the only things that are open in there, supermarkets, gas stations, like
Somewhere
like,
they're
that's it.
saying you have to like schedule. I think in Germany you have to like schedule shopping or some shit.
Yes,
It's fucking
maybe it's something like it's
ridiculous.
weird. Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Come on,
like
bro.
we've got it good, and now a lot of the states are lifting the mask mandate, which is good for those states, but it puts a lot of businesses in bad spots because they're going to end up. It's going to end up causing a lot of problems because there's going to be people that own businesses that are like, hey, I want you to put a mask on. They're like, yeah, go fuck yourself. The governor said I doesn't have to wear one.
Yeah.
So
Good.
it's,
I'm all for it.
I'm
All for it.
it's going to piss off a lot of people. But
Good. They need to be pissed off.
they're pissed off anyway. That's my response. Everybody's pissed off anyway. Who fucking cares? Who cares?
People need to be pissed off. This
We're
is
always
this is
pissed.
like
We're always pissed. This country's always angry.
this is other generations that came before, like I said, this is the time to fight, not necessarily fight, but now's the time to, I can't think of any other word, to fight against their supposed tyranny on things, just like when 9/11 happened and they had you got to take your fucking shoes off in the airport and shit like that because of a fucking shoe bomber or something like that. And nobody
Still.
and everybody just went with it, and now we still fucking do it. We weren't of age at that time to be like, this is nonsense. You're just pushing the fucking Patriot Act to do all this, and now we gotta get spied on every single minute of our lives.
Yo, getting through the airport still sucks, bro.
Yeah,
It's still
but
shitty.
if our parents' generation had more resistance to that, we might not have it as bad as a time.
Yeah.
So now, hopefully, there's been more resistance to where a lot of shit doesn't happen in the future, and it'll be slightly better, maybe. Hopefully, I think.
Can't get much worse. Really can't. So,
I mean,
it's-
it can get really
It,
bad,
like, I'm over, yeah.
It can get
No,
really
no, I
bad,
shouldn't say that. Yeah.
and it probably will,
Yeah.
because everything that they've done with this shit is probably gonna cause a economic collapse. So it can get really bad still.
I don't know. We'll see. I will say, like, when people make the argument about like the stimulus package that went out, like that money that is getting sent to people, it's gonna get spent. It's not gonna go in
for
some savings account. It's not gonna go into a business. It's not gonna go to the Bahamas. It's not gonna go overseas. It's not gonna do any of that. It's gonna get spent in the economy. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like I saw
But a lot
it.
of the problems is
I
like
saw it yesterday.
the rest of the bill where they send money to wherever for like gender studies.
We've been
is-
sending money everywhere forever.
Yeah, I know that.
Too much of that. But that's what we like. We want to have we're the supreme power of the world and we're the best country on the world or whatever. But then we don't want to do the stuff that the best country in the world should do, is fun things and be the top dog. So like we can't have our cake and eat it too.
No,
we
I don't
can't
think
do
we
that.
should be sending money anywhere.
We shouldn't be that. Like that I've been saying that for a long time. That's not what our role in the world should be. It should be to be a country like everybody else. Why do we have to be the ones to be the sugar daddy of the world? It doesn't need to be like that. We don't have to be handing money out like the fucking Huxtables. We don't need to, or not the Huxtables. The oh god.
Ed McMahon? I don't know.
No, from different strokes.
I don't know. The money guy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can't think of his name. Whatever. I watched it a lot when I was a kid.
It's too.
But I was a kid a long time ago.
I know. It's too ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's all insane.
All we can do is try to be happy and make as much money as we possibly can and do the best we can. And
Ride
that's
the
what I've been doing.
wave.
That's what I'm doing. I had a good 2020. 2020 itself was shitty, but like financially, I did good.
Yeah.
2021, starting off with a bang. Doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine. And I'm going to keep that ball rolling. When this stimmy comes, about to stimulate the economy, baby. I am. I'm getting a fence put in.
I bought a bike.
Yeah, there you go. But you bought it from a small business or something too.
Yeah, American shit.
There you go.
I always bought like American shit. When I got cars, I always had a Ford.
We bought with the last stimulus. We bought the kitchen, the whole package.
I like Henry Ford's book. You know,
Yeah.
The International Jew.
Great read.
Classic
Henry.
Yeah.
Classic Henry Ford.
So Henry's named after Henry
There you
Ford.
go. I was going to ask you that, where you got the name for that.
I just felt he looked like a Henry.
He looked like a Henry.
Now that I put it together, it's probably because of that.
All right. I get it.
Yeah. You ever read Martin Luther's other book? Not Martin Luther King Jr.
No.
The original Martin Luther.
No.
You know, who started Lutheranism, you know?
No.
He has another book called The Jews and Their Lies.
Oh.
Also a pretty good book.
Oh.
Nobody ever mentions that one.
I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, it has such a catchy title.
It's very catchy.
You know, it is. I feel like it's something that you should be able to remember. So
You should read it to find out about their lives.
I should.
It's funny. I'm going to be going on vacation.
Where?
Not to Israel,
Oh.
in case you were wondering.
I didn't think you were going to go there, but all right.
We're going to Florida.
Nice. On purpose?
On purpose. Yeah.
Florida sucks. I never liked it. It's so hot.
It's like my second home.
I know.
So
I've always disliked it. I've been to Orlando more times than I'd like. I've gone there for work like 4 times. I went there for school once. We flew in and out of there a couple times, going here and there. Like,
if you always went in the summer, yeah, it's miserable.
I went in February, Torsten.
Amazing.
I smoked a cigarette at about 6:30 in the morning, and I was sweating. And I said,
Yeah.
I fucking hate this place. And as I'm smoking, there's just lizards walking by me. I'm like,
yeah.
nope. Or whatever the fuck, they had geckos or whatever's down there. No, don't like it.
The
I also
winters
like
are generally
I also
alright.
don't like Orlando because it's flat. Like
Very flat.
I'm from Lehigh Valley. I'm used
want
to being
some
able to
hills.
look out a couple of miles.
I
and
want to see a
some-
mountain.
I don't want to just see
Endless nothing.
nothingness. It's fucking weird, bro. I said that about Vegas. I was in Vegas and I'm like, yo, it's weird.
You would like California better then, because then
Yeah.
you have the desert and also mountains.
Yeah.
A lot of mountains.
Yeah. Vegas was cool though. I was so fucked up most of the time. I don't remember a lot of it. I was trying to take April there, but she doesn't really want to go.
Florida in the winter is generally nice though.
Yeah,
Very,
it was
very
so
nice.
hot, bro. I had to wear a suit for
But we're going in May. It's not gonna
Something
be.
in-
It's not gonna be
ugh.
too hot.
ugh. They were Tiff and all them are going to, like April's friend Tiff, all them, they're going to Miami next month. They wanted us to go, but
Yeah, Miami is like the ratchet place to go.
it's also super expensive. And where they're staying like not like downtown or on the strip or anything like that.
Where are they
So-
going? Like Little Havana?
Nah, they're staying like I don't even know, but they're renting a house, so like they can't walk to like clubs or anything. They have to take an Uber or they're gonna rent a car.
They're not going on Miami Beach.
No.
Oh shit! They better watch out.
Yeah.
It gets a little spooky.
Yeah. So like,
It's a little spooky out there.
I mean, I'm not going. When I went to Florida the last time I was in Orlando, I was like, bro, what is there to do out here? He's like, nothing. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
He's like, you know where I go? He's like, I go to Tampa.
Yeah.
He's like, Tampa is awesome. He said people shit on Tampa.
Yeah, if you're
But-
staying in Orlando, you just got to be ready to do all the theme parks.
Yeah, it's a family town.
Yeah.
I would always go there for we would always go to the fucking Ruby Tuesdays near the airport or something like that because it was the only place open till it was only open till 1, but they served alcohol and there was no other like
Yeah,
cool
other
places
than that,
to go.
There's not much to do in
no,
Orlando.
no,
But the beach isn't far away. You can go to Daytona. It's 30-minute drive.
yeah. I think they said Tampa was like an hour
Yeah.
from Orlando.
Yeah. But it's even closer if you just go east or west.
yeah,
30 minutes.
yeah.
Nice beaches.
Yeah. I want to go to Myrtle Beach. I haven't been there since I was a kid, and April and the kids have never been there. I'm trying to take them. I want to take them to Tennessee. It's a 9-hour drive to Smoky Mountains,
Yeah.
and they have dope cabins, bro. Cheap. Everybody rents cabins out there. I don't know if it's just a thing, but every cabin, they don't look the same, but they're all very similar. All have fucking hot tubs, and like, so it must be a thing out there to
Yeah.
soak in a hot tub all the time because every place has one. But like, there's this one that's like in the trees. It's like a tree house.
Like Appalachian Mountains. you go
Bro, yo, These places are super nice, but
You know, Appalachians are like some of the oldest mountains on the planet.
yeah,
I was looking it up today, and most of the oldest mountain on the planet are in America.
yeah, they're in the United States,
Yeah.
and they're mostly around.
And
us.
the rest are in South Africa.
yeah, like the West Coast,
Basically.
I think, like Washington State. Like there's Everest and what? There's like another mountain out there, I think too. I can't remember. I don't think Everest is out there. What the fuck's that mountain out in Washington State? God damn, it's been so long since I've been in school.
Yosemite?
No, that's a state park. I can't
I
remember.
thought there was a mountain, too.
I don't think so. I know it's a state park. They got the geyser there. Old Faithful, is that what it's called? A natural geyser.
I wanted to go
natural
there.
squirter.
I wanted to go to Yosemite.
She's always fucking hot, wet, and ready to squirt.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
You know.
You know? Why not put it somewhere cooler than fucking
Just put it somewhere
Yosemite?
else.
Yeah. Let's move it. Let's move Old Faithful somewhere cooler. How about like
It is someplace cool, though. It's just that their politics suck out there. But
yeah, exactly. So move it somewhere better, somewhere more neutral. There's nowhere neutral.
No, not no more.
No, you're right.
It's going to be bad,
Just keep
bro.
it there.
It's
Keep it
going to
where
get
it's at.
so
Just
bad.
keep it where
You
it's
don't
at.
understand how bad it's going to get. It's
I'm
gonna
an
get
optimist, man.
insane.
I'm an optimist.
I mean, it's going to be fine
Yeah,
for, I mean, not most people.
yeah.
It's going to be really bad for people who don't know what's going on. They're just going to be like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'll be like, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you.
I think we're gonna come out of this swinging. I think we're gonna be okay.
We're just going to need like white people Indian reservations. That's what's going to happen eventually.
White people, Indian reservations.
Yeah. Just like Indian reservations are now.
Right.
But it's just going to be whites in those things.
Oh man, I think we still have a pretty firm grip on power in this world, so I think we're doing okay.
Not really.
Well, I think we're doing okay still.
I mean, you'll see.
I don't really.
Mark my words.
I'm not worried about it.
Let me know when we're 50. We'll revisit this.
I think we'll be fine when we're 50. I think we'll be good.
It's going to get bad, bro. It's going to get bad.
I don't know. I think we're good.
There's going to be no retirement. Ain't nobody retiring. Cities are going to be terrible. It's going to be really bad.
It's salvageable. It's too big to fail.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it really is. It's way too big to fail.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We have too much. We got too much equity in the world to just have everything crumble.
Well, it's not going to crumble the way you think it is. Like when Rome fell, Rome is still a place.
Yeah.
People still live there, and it's like it's fine now.
Yeah. I know what
But-
you mean, but I think that type of
You just see a decline, maybe some starvation.
it's politics,
shit like that.
We've never not had starvation. There's still fucking homeless and poor. It's,
Oh yeah, for sure. What I'm saying,
know.
it's gonna be like that. Like everywhere in the world where a society has crumbled, it still exists today, but it's just not what it once was.
Is it just America's society, or you think it's the world society?
Well, once America goes, a lot of the world is gonna go with it, and then somebody's gonna take the ranks eventually, and then we'll see. Shit'll split up. It's just like everything before. Like Germany used to be like 4 other countries. They lost World War I, and then it got split up into the shit we see today. Germany, Austria, what's the other ones?
Sweden or Ukraine?
Was Sweden part of it? Ukraine might have been part of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Czechoslovakia used to be part of it. It's like that. Like shit might crumble, and then America turns into 4 different territories.
Yeah.
Shit like that might happen.
I don't know. I mean, everybody leans so heavy on the Constitution that you would have to break that in order to be able to even do something like that. And goddamn, the way people fucking hold on to free speech and their guns so fucking much, it's like,
They should.
well, I don't know.
That's the only thing holding this motherfucker together right
So
now.
like, well, it's like with free speech. Like, it's like, do you think people should be able to be on a plane? Like, hey, I have a bomb, and there should be no repercussion.
No, we don't have. Well, we don't have free speech.
I
don't necessarily believe in free speech either.
Yeah.
But the way that the restrictions are being used is the discretion. The discretionary issue we have.
Yeah, I agree with. Yeah. Because of that constitutional right of freedom of speech, which I think is
because they pervert it with money as speech and politics and
I
shit
know.
like that.
Yep,
And
it's been perverted a lot. So you can simplify that by, I think, with an amendment, right, where you can make it, the freedom of speech with due process of repercussion, or however you can word it to make it be like, all right, you can say what you want, but again, if you say something like, hey, I have a bomb on a plane, you can be criminally charged for saying that, even if you don't fucking have it, because it can incite a riot or things like that.
The thing is,
and that's it.
I think it's become too like with an amendment or something like that. You're making it even more complex, and I think the complexity is the issue. It's not simple. It's people trying to weasel around complexity.
Yeah.
And the more complex you make it, they go, oh, here's another loophole because it wasn't complex enough. And then you add another thing, and they're like, oh, here's another loophole because you did that thing. And now we got this one that overwrites that thing. And you just need to make it plain and fucking simple what the rules are.
Yeah.
Just very plain. And then make the penalties probably more extreme.
Yeah. Because everything's about context. Like, when the country was started, and like the real core of freedom of speech was really a religious based thing, because when they left England and they came to the United and developed the United States and America, they wanted to get away from religious
I think that was better because you knew
queen.
the rules then.
Yeah.
In that aspect, you knew what the rules were, at least. And then if you did a thing, you knew what the penalty was.
Yeah.
Now it's like nobody knows what the rules are.
Yeah.
And then you break a rule you didn't even know was a rule, and now you can't bank.
Yeah. But even like the right to bear arms, like, I think any adult American should be able to own a firearm.
Yeah.
And there are things that will disqualify you from that. Totally. Like, if you commit some type of crazy felony. And like certain things, like if you have a drug charge, you should be able to have a fucking gun again. It's stupid. The whole drug thing's dumb. But when you're talking about like rape and murder, like real shit,
Yeah.
no, you motherfuckers can't have them anymore.
It's different. It's a
know?
different thing.
And then put a limit on it. It's not. I mean, I don't see a reason for people being able to own 50 guns if they want. There's just no need for it.
Well,
like,
it's a culture difference
know?
between. It's a culture
and I'm one that
difference
owns
between.
guns. Like, I have 5. So if you want to make the 5, I'm cool with that. If I have to pick 5 of my favorite guns and sell one to get enough, whatever I got to do it, I'm okay with that. I don't understand what the big fucking deal is. Like, that's the shit that gets me. Like, no, fuck that. This is Merc. I want to own 50 guns. Bah! It's not that big a deal, man. Like, it's not a fucking
This is what I'm saying.
contest. I'm not putting my dick on the table to show you how big it is. I don't give a fuck. Like,
you don't have to, but the thing is, it's a culture difference between rural and city.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, like, in a city environment where you're living on top of a million people, a gun is a threat.
Yeah.
When you're out in rural areas where you may have to defend your land from whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Another animal, wolves.
You got coyotes and shit. Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
I'm with it because the type of ownership is different. When you're talking about owning a rifle to protect your livestock and your family from coyotes and shit like that, that makes sense. But when you live in a city of 1 million people and you're carrying a pistol, again, I don't see the problem with it.
Right. We don't either, but it's still, the dynamic has still switched.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's less trust in a city full of 2 million people.
Yeah.
Because you can't extend your trust to each single of 2 million people.
Yeah.
It's just not humanly possible.
No.
You can't do it. So it's just a whole dynamic shift that it really can't be avoided.
It's all trust, yeah, because then it comes to like a background check. Like, oh, I don't think I should be having my background checked and this, that, and the third. Like, again, if you're owning something that could kill people, I don't see a problem with a background check. I just don't.
I mean, well, you own a million things that could kill people.
Yeah, but but not for the sole purpose of
hammer.
it. But like hammers are meant to nail things in. Like a gun is specifically made to kill. Like that's what it's for. There's no other purpose for a firearm.
I mean, but that's
other to kill. That's what it's for.
It's an intent.
No, it's meant to kill. It's the only reason it was made. It's not meant to. They're not. You don't shoot a gun to scare someone off. You shoot them to either kill a person or a living creature.
You could do the same thing for a knife.
You're right. But hunting knife. Agreed. But but you have to be able to have a chef knife and things like that. I'm just saying, like, anything can be a weapon, but a firearm is made to be a weapon.
Yeah.
And again, when you're talking about like a knife, you should have to. If you're buying a fucking butterfly, what the fuck do you need a butterfly knife for?
Well,
I have one, but if you want to make me, fill out a paper, run my shit, all right, you're good. All right, give me my fucking shit. That's fine. Don't care. I'm okay with that because I didn't do nothing. But a lot of the charges that people have that keep them from getting guns are drug charges that they shouldn't fucking have anyway. Like, because you sold an ounce of weed 2 years ago to somebody and got caught, you shouldn't not be able to get a gun.
Yeah,
It's fucking dumb.
Some things are ridiculous.
It's fucking asinine.
But
it's stupid.
that's also I think a culture thing where we should probably be to a point where most people are refusing drugs or most drugs.
Well, I think what we should do is decriminalize drugs. Just decriminalize it. Stop. Because
Gabe said you're wrong. I shoot my steaks to tenderize the meat better.
All right, fair enough. That's you, Boulder. You're wise in your ways. I forgot what I was going to say. That threw me off. That was good. That was real good. But yeah, no, they should decriminalize drugs. Who are we to? I made that argument before. I can go and get 6 cheeseburgers a day from McDonald's and kill myself getting heart disease and raising my cholesterol. No problem. That's fine.
I think we should outlaw McDonald's too.
I haven't eaten there in 5 years. I got no problem saying fuck that place.
What's up, buddy?
I feel like that we should just teach our kids and as they grow up and be responsible, don't do fucking stupid asshole drugs. And some of them will, and theoretically, most of them won't if we teach them that they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard. I look at this, like, here's a great example. The like anti-tobacco, the anti-smoking campaign they've done over the past like 10 years. I hire a lot of people. I hire, 50, 60 people a year or something. I would say that probably 10% smoke now.
Yeah.
Now, when I first started in the restaurant industry and I was hiring people, I would probably say 80%.
100%.
Yeah, 107%. Yeah.
Probably smoke weed.
Everybody did. All of them. I'm sure all of them do. Restaurant, everybody
like,
does something. But tobacco has gotten, it's not cool anymore. And that's the spin that was put on it.
Yeah.
It's like, why smoke cigarettes?
Because they promoted it. Doctors were like, hey, this is healthy. Smoke a cigarette.
And, well, it's not healthy, obviously, when people started getting all fucking shitty. And someone made a comment to me. They were like, I posted something on Facebook, like a picture with the girls a few weeks ago. And they're like, dude, you look like you did in high school. Now, I don't. But I will say, I think quitting cigarettes years ago probably slowed down the aging process for me. Because there are people that I know that are my age that look a little older than we do. And they've just been through it.
Also,
I think that'll do it.
With drugs, I think the more we enter a more like entertainment luxury based society, the more drugs are acceptable and the more people will do them because they don't have as much responsibility that matters really.
Yeah. Well, it's again, so you like you're really anti-regulation. You don't want to be told what to do. But you're cool with saying...
Well, to an extent.
So you think drugs is one of those things where it should be like, oh, no, nobody should do those.
Well, ultimately, I think it should probably, not be... You probably shouldn't be thrown in jail for using them. I just think it should be socially rejected.
Fair enough. Because I tell you
the
what,
more...
There are people that balk at me because I smoke weed.
And
there are people that probably balk at you because you drink alcohol or something like that. Like, he drinks.
This is the thing. The more conscious you are of the responsibilities you have, if you have them, then the less you should probably do the drugs. Like even parents with kids, you should probably not be drunk as shit if you're around children.
Right.
Because you might have to save your child.
Well, thank you.
You know?
Excellent point. Because our feed froze on the camera. Hopefully we're still going online. No, it looks like we're still going on
This thing's still
All right. Well, we're
still
still
popping
going.
up. Let me check the camera.
But yeah, like I drink.
Camera died.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
All right. I guess you know what. On that note, I think we're
Our
at our hour
audio's
anyway.
our audio's still going, but the camera's dead.
Well, we're at our hour anyway.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm deep in thought, and Torsten has his mouth open for a penis,
Yes.
and that's right where we're gonna end it. I'm thinking about, dude, what are you about to do? And he's like, oh, you can't see it. I wish you could, but we'll be back next week.
Yep.
You can't even see us wave.
Take care.
I'm doing
Until
it
next
anyway.
time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.